Victor?
Yeah, everybody wants spelunking for eggs.
You know who I bet loves a good spelunking?
Who?
I mean, if I had to guess. Wait the fuck, Tony. Where the fuck's the? Oh no, Tony.
You think Cass likes the spelunking?
I'm thinking he might. Where's the fucking 3? Where's the 3? I guess we're going 4.
There, dude.
Bethrika? Where's Bethrika?
No, what, dude?
What?
Stop it.
Whoa,
What is this? Amateur hour here?
Whoa, yeah, here we go.
Hello, Mr. Cass.
Am I on?
You're on, buddy.
Yes, you're in the show.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
One thing Casanova Valentine loves is spelunking.
I didn't take you for a spelunker.
I did.
I like to dive in some caves, you know.
All right, but because what kind of caves are we talking here?
Ass caves.
Hey, I think I'm slightly delayed a little bit.
Oh, I said ass caves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you never know, dude.
Cass, thank you for joining us. Big weekend coming up. April 18th, Dive Bar Vegas. Tell us, look, you have been in the deathmatch scene for a long time. You guys do things differently. No ring, no ropes. For somebody who's never seen something like this, describe it. Like, are you guys just wrestling on a fucking dirty old floor?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Basically, so I've got before I go up to Mania week, I've got this Saturday, Atlantic City, got ICW. I'm in a 4-way match with, I think, Hoodfoot, the Bev, and Slade for ICW. And then Monday, I fly to Vegas. I've got a couple no-ring matches. Then I got a match for Rise Underground. I think I got like 4 or 5 bookings during Mania week. And then my show is, I run a company called New Fear City, which is a no-ring bar fight promotion. And I'm really excited about this match I'm bringing. It's a match I made up. It's called the Seance of Suffering. And so it's a no-ring, no-rope barbed wire. So I have the fans literally hold up the barbed wire fence. We wrestle inside of the barbed wire. I was trying to think of how I could do a no-rope barbed wire without a ring, and I settled on making my friends wear gloves and holding it up.
Friends or fans?
Both. My friends won't sue me, so my friends.
Now, look, something like this, right? We saw what happened like 2 weeks ago with that fucking crazy guy attacking Cruel. Like, are you ever like? Is that ever a concern for you? Like one of these fucking crazy maniacal wrestling fans going after you? Especially here, there's no ring, there's no ropes.
Well, think about this. I've been I don't know if I've ever met any of you guys in person or not, but I was a bouncer in New York City from 18 till a couple years ago. So I've been stabbed in real life. Outside of wrestling, I've been stabbed. All that dirty, nasty stuff. So I guess I'm not that worried about it. You know what I mean? Here's another thing, too, is my bar shows, to the untrained eye, they look like chaos, and a lot of the old vets are like, Cass, this is garbage wrestling, and you can really work. What are you doing? But really, if you actually really watch my shows, you realize it's more Memphis than anything. I'm walking and talking. I'm working the crowd. I don't really bump, you know. I might bump to something for the finish, but it's actually more of a controlled chaos. I do such a good job that it looks like sloppy blood fighting, but because I'm so good at it that I can protect the crowd, get everyone through it. So I'm actually, you know, actually is a craft to make it look that unhinged while keeping everyone safe. So we actually do a really good job of crowd control, the referee passing messages, the camera guys, and, you know, it is a crazy thing, but this will be my 176th no-ring fight. So I've actually really honed the skill that it takes to keep everyone safe.
Hey, when did you go Hollywood?
When did I go Hollywood? So I was out in LA wrestling for a company called Circle Six. They had hit me up. They wanted to do a show called Barroom Blitz, which was basically my no ring shows, but in Hollywood. And so I moved out to LA for a year. I started trying to do stand-up comedy, try to get into stunts for movies. I don't know if you saw it, but Mick Foley mentioned maybe me being one of the people that could play him, which was really cool. It ended up not happening, but it was still kind of cool to be mentioned, you know? So I was trying to like further my career and stuff. And back home, I still run my company, New First City. So I started getting some resentment from some of my fans. Oh, you live in LA now, yada, yada. So I just kind of decided to lean into it, you know? So I shaved my beard. Oh, not many people shave their beard and cut their hair and become a bad guy. But I shaved it all off. And I was like, I'm Hollywood Cass. I sold out. So it's funny is I no longer work for that company, Circle Six. And I'm actually back in upstate New York right now. So everyone's like, go back to Hollywood. I'm like, I wish I would. I wish I could. But right now, I'm a bad guy. Hollywood Cass is bad right now.
And you're going, you and Beastman on the 18th, huh?
Yeah, so I did a tour with Big Japan Wrestling a couple of years ago, and Beastman ended up going over to Big Japan after me, and we're both big dudes. I usually have the long hair, so he had a really good matches over there, and that was his. He's a good wrestler too, but that was the first time really watching him do deathmatch. So since that, there's been Japanese fans that kind of want to see us fight, and it's been a kind of just like at this point I've been wrestling for like 13 years or so. So I just kind of want interesting matches that I think would be fun. So me, Beastman, and a no ring barbed wire in Vegas, I just thought would be fun. Well, it's really funny. Can I just say? I told Circle Six when I was still working for them, I was like, the only match I want is the new Hayabusa. I think that would be the coolest one. And everyone fought me. Like, oh, no one knows no Hayabusa. I'm telling you, that's the match. And the GCW announced him all week. And I'm like, I told you, motherfuckers. You know, like, I was trying to make the Hayabusa match happen. But I'm really happy to have Beastman. I think it's going to be just really fun, especially because, no real barbed wire. You want to tease the ropes and, get antiquated, but a guy like Beastman is, crazy, a lot of power. So I don't know how long I'll be able to avoid the wire for. So it just makes an interesting match, And usually I'm the bigger guy. So for me, that's another interesting thing to see how I deal with his size,
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let me ask, you were out in California, right? So we do a thing on the show where we have to watch homework every week, and Tony assigned us some horrendous deathmatch wrestling featuring Mr. California.
Okay, I can tell you all about it. Okay.
Are you familiar with
Mr.
California wrestled?
I know Mr. California, yeah.
It was some clown. I have a book.
Some clown? Yeah. Is this recently
it was a dude in a clown mask. It was the first ever XWW like deathmatch championship something or other.
I have it in my notes somewhere here.
I think his promotion's XWW or something like that.
XWW Pro, not amateur.
Hey, I'm going to tell you guys this real quick, okay? Listen, I'm going to tell you something real quick. Mr. California, is he a good wrestler? No. Does he have a horrible social media presence? Yes. Did he pay me my full rate up front? Yes. And that's a lot more than I can say about a lot of promoters. So a lot of people like to talk shit about Mr. California, but hey, he paid me cash. I got no problem with him. So, and he paid me more than a lot of people. So, hey, he's okay in my book,
He also gives opportunities. As a matter of fact, in this match that we're talking about, it was the debut of the Evil Clown Rampage. So this guy was getting a championship shot his first time out.
So all right. Well, also, I'll say this. The one sole time I wrestled for Mr. California, when I moved to LA, he actually flew out a New York worker named Oni King, who I use for New First City, who's very good. And so, all jokes aside, he tries to give his guys matches. He knows he's limited at what he does, and to be fair, he kind of does his own thing. You know what I mean? He's not coming after anybody. He just kind of does his own shitty thing by himself. So I know it's fun to make fun of him, but there's people in power who I think pay people less and treat people worse. You know what I mean? So for what it's worth, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Wait. Did you happen to see the match though? Do you know the match we're talking about?
I saw a flyer for it. I know it's going to be horrendous. I know it's not going to be good. But do you want to watch it? Or are you going to show me clips, or what do you want?
No. Well, I mean, long story very short. About 2 minutes into the match, the action stops, and Mr. California is just on his knees and letting Rampage, the evil clown, mind you, in his debut match, start using him as a pincushion. Stuck about 12 or 15 hypodermics in him. In his arms, in his cheeks, in his legs, in his stomach, everywhere. Just sat there and took it, dude. Just sat there and just let him stick all these things in him.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I guess this is my feeling. I'll tell you real quick. Are you guys New York or New Jersey? Where are you guys from?
Jersey, and then the guy above you's Minnesota.
Jersey. Minnesota. Okay. Are you familiar with Gino Caruso?
Of course.
Tony trained at Gino Caruso's school
like
20 years ago.
Okay.
More than that,
Jim.
Jim.
Let me just give you an example of where the mind of Casanova Valentine is coming from. Okay. Is Mr. California the shit? Yeah. Is it awful? Of course. But he stays in his own lane. He pays his guys. He runs out of a little small dojo. He's not hurting anybody. He'll get fungool, you know? But I see people online who are big clout chaser wrestlers. Oh, I got to be in a clusterfuck. I got to get my 2 minutes. I got my spot. Jimmy Lloyd's going to stab me. I got to get my 2 minute thing in the clusterfuck. And they talk shit about these other fringe guys. Gino Caruso has been running consistently for over 30 years. He does a show with god-awful old vets, but he says in his own lane. He's not on Twitter. He's not part of the wrestling internet community. And who cares? The shows suck. They're for kids. And he runs once a month all over the East Coast, pays himself, pays the boys, rents his ring. You know what I mean? So it's easy to say, yeah, those shows suck, yada, yada, yada. But it's almost refreshing. They do their own thing. They're not online. There's no one talking about the Canadian destroyer that happened at Gino Caruso's school. No one expects Mr. California to have the hot match. You know what I mean? They're almost free. You know what I mean?
I can attest. A lot of the shows were free.
You know, they suck. Let them go suck. You know? If it's a business, Gino Caruso's doing the best. I mean, you know?
Cass, you said like 13 years in the business, maybe a little longer. What made you decide to start your own promotion?
Well, I'll tell you this. You know, especially in wrestling, you get a lot of guff if you're the booker and you book yourself and you put the belt on yourself, and it's always looked at, you know, as a real, you know, shitty thing to do, blah blah blah. And there's pros and cons to that, and I can see that point of view. But for me, the reason I ran my own promotion is I don't have to wait for anyone to book me sitting around twiddling my thumbs, waiting for someone to give me a good payday. I know I draw, and I'll pay myself, and I know I'll show up. You know when people last second blow off of Fungool, I have an anxiety attack, or I got my sister's bar mitzvah, niece's bar mitzvah. You know what I mean? I know I'll show up. I know I'll draw. And instead of paying me a normal rate, I run the show. Also, I don't know if you noticed, I don't rent a ring. So half my overhead's already gone. So people can talk all the shit they want, but I've been running consistently for over 6 years, New First City. I have a Vegas show every year. And like a drug dealer, move in silence. They don't need to know how good I'm doing. You know what I mean?
I like it. Look, I'm gonna guess you're like maybe you're a little Italian. You've thrown out a couple fangools.
Yeah, I'm Italian. I don't know if you picked that up.
Can we get a wrestler gabagool?
A gabagool?
Yeah, gabagool wrestler.
Like he's like a ghoulish.
Yeah, and he wears like a gabagool mask.
We got God, Dominic De Niro is an Italian wrestler that we use, and he's out on a knee injury right now. But he comes out with a track jacket, and he uses gabagool in the match. So like he'll like staple gabagool to people. He'll do the mandible claw with gabagool. So we have some Italian representation in the. See, Casanova Valentine's a bar fighter, but you know the real me is a nice Italian boy. So
I fucking love it. I love it.
Fucking staples gabagool to people. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Now, for you, is Vegas all work, or is there going to be a little pleasure out there?
Vegas is going to be fun. I've ran consistently Mania Week. I do a show. My show is called Murder Mania. I've been running consistently since the New York. So I've done Vegas, Dallas, Tampa, wherever the fuck it's been. But I've been following it consistently. Philly. So I've learned early to take less bookings. When I first started doing these, I was doing like 3 shows a day and just grinding the whole week out. Now it's in Vegas. I'm older. I want to do my big show, make my money on my big show. I took a couple other bookings, but I'm looking to just have a good time. I like to also support my friends, see their shows, you know. Also, I like to be hungover and not have to wrestle. So I got days in between. So I've learned now to not do 13 matches, get fucked up, get up and do another day show. At 39 years old, I'm going to stop punishing myself. So I'm going to try to enjoy Mania Week a little bit, you know, this time.
What's your poison?
You tell me, baby. Bars that don't close are a problem for me. So, but I'm more of a beer whiskey guy. You know, our show's at the Dive Bar. Dive Bar doesn't close, so we have no end time on our show.
Wow.
So we're just gonna go all night and see what happens. You know.
What's your least favorite thing about being the owner promoter?
Well, I'll tell you this. One who I wish my gimmick was, I wish I decided years ago to be the balanced breakfast, 8 hours of sleep guy. Why did I have to be the bar fight guy? Getting drunk all night and staying out. But God, I wish I was balanced breakfast. You know, what else I was thinking I should have been? I should have come out with a QR code. And it's like, tip that guy. Tip that guy. And everyone pays me extra money. That should have been my gimmick.
Not everyone.
Fighting, I'm in too deep. I'm stuck with it.
What's let me ask, we ask all the deathmatch guys. Is there anything on the, like, I don't want to take that, like the skewers, the gusset plates, like, is there anything where you're like, no?
Oh. Here's the thing. I have no problem saying no. And the reason I had no problem saying no is there's 2 type of deathmatch guys. There's the guys that are local guys coming up who are not yet on the international scene. And then there's me who's on the international scene. And this is not me being cocky or rude, but I wrestle as my job every weekend. You know, like this is my job. It's my shoot job. So I can't take all the shit every time because I got to get on a plane and go to another city. You know what I mean? Especially, like, I'd have no problem coming in and putting a new good guy over who's like this local guy they're trying to build up, sure. But I've been wrestling deathmatch a long time. I've really paid my dues. So, brother, you got to take the bump. You know what I mean? Like, I got to make another town. If we're going to do business and build up and talk and do more things, sure, I'm open. I've taken my fair share of everything, but I know I got to do this every weekend for the rest of the year. Some of these guys only wrestle once a month, and that's no dig or anything. It's just the reality is I can't be taking those huge scaffolding bumps. You know what I mean? I got to get to the next show. So I'm willing to work it out, and we can talk about it. But stuff I usually say no to, I did dry ice one time, burnt me really bad, so no more dry ice. I did a cactus in Texas, and I had things coming out of me for months. But the most injuries I've actually had hasn't really been the gimmicks. It's I'm a big guy, so a lot of these little guys think they could just jump on me like a beanbag chair. So I've had 7 broken ribs in my career. And that is by far the fucking worst. Is also because I wrestle, like I said, I'm wrestling with broken ribs. I never give a chance for them to heal because I already have months in advance booked, and I got to make my next city. They've already sold tickets, and I've already made the merch. So here I am. The most painful thing is just getting through the matches with a broken rib, let alone the glass and gussets. And I guess for me, like the glass and gussets and cuts and blood, that's just superficial. I guess I'm immune at this point. That stuff doesn't hurt me or bother me. Like I said, in my normal life, I've been stabbed. It's the broken ribs. It's just the big injuries like that really, because you can't even heal. You can't even heal because there's no time off.
Right.
People don't realize. Like some wrestlers will say, like, they see a match of mine. Oh, Cass sucks. And I'm like, what match are they talking about? I'm like, I had 2 fucking broken ribs in that match. Had to call the whole thing and had to drive 10 hours home. Like, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, they just see that 10-minute clip. They don't realize I just took a swanton dive in Canada the weekend before, had to make my way down to that show, tape my ribs up, told the guy not to give me any bumps on the ground, still hit me with something, pissed me off, had to get through it, then go to the next town. You know what I mean? Like, this is my job, so it's just that the injuries is say no to the death match stuff. Like, I mean, the last big thing I said no to was I wrestled Tank in Atlantic City for ICW a couple years ago, and he wanted to give me, and this is all due respect, I love Tank, but he wanted to give me a double stomp off the top of a ladder, and I'm like, I just can't do it, Tank. I've had too many broken ribs. I can't look up there and wait for you to come down double stomping me. I just can't do it, man. You're too big, dude.
Did you take the drill dough when you wrestled Louis?
I wrestled Louis a bunch of times. He never had the drill dough. He never had that with him. We've had just miscellaneous dicks, but not the drill dough. Also, I love Low Life Louis. If you guys know him, I love him.
Louis is we gave him a Shining Wizards Lifetime Achievement Award. It is a dildo wrapped in barbed wire.
Perfect.
Louis is the fucking best.
Yeah, Louis rules.
I love
Cass,
Louis.
if we can't be in Vegas, can we watch the new Fear City show on the 18th?
Yeah, so here's the thing about my company is I don't like to do live streams for my shows because my shows, we got go-go dancers, jelly wrestling, bands, and it's more of a party. So it doesn't really lend itself to a live viewing because you're going to have to watch the band set up and you're going to have to, So I have a full team that films and edits everything and release every single show. How many shows? Every single show. Release every single show for free on my YouTube. So you can watch every show that we've ever done, every past Murder Mania, every 4th of July show. And we always have a quick turnaround. Like we just did a 3-on-3 War Games, no ring cage. And we're recording commentary tonight, actually. And it should be out by the next couple days. And that show was just this last Sunday. So you can watch every new First City show on the Casanova Valentine YouTube channel. I like to edit them and put commercials in them and the hype videos. for me, it's part of the art too, putting the show together, you know? So, but yeah, you can watch every New Fear City show for free. I'll send you guys the link.
That'd be great. We have a question from our chat. Our street team leader, SJ, wants to know who would be your dream match opponent, who you would love to book for your promotion. Cass, did we lose you? Oh no.
He gone.
What happened? We were man. Cass. Steve, can you hear me? Oh, you gotta bust this poor guy's balls.
I will remember you. Will you? And I saw my reflection. Oh, hey!
Oh, it's T-Donk.
Hey, I'm here with local news.
No, please, God, no local news.
Oh, yay, local news.
Let's see if he jumps back in, and we'll get in some last-minute plugs, and then we'll let him go about his way, because we have a bunch of other shit we got to talk about tonight. HK, would you ever work no rope, no ring match, like as a manager?
I don't know in that capacity, like, because it's no rules, right? Like, what the fuck? Like,
on the rules too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and if there's a manager out there and there's no rules, why am I not just always fucking taking cheap shots and getting involved the entire thing and running? You know what I mean? So I just don't know that it's a manager friendly situation. I think we might have him back.
All right. Do we have him back?
Maybe.
He's there.
Maybe.
We might not have him back.
No rope, no rings, no Wi-Fi. I was having such a good time with him.
Yeah. He's got the circle of death right now.
You spin my head right.
I never had an Xbox, but the people I lived with, they had one. You get the red ring of death. Oof.
I had one come back from the red ring of death.
Whoa.
Like Jesus?
Yeah.
He is risen.
Yeah, it was down for maybe just over a month, I suppose, and I was playing again.
I actually had to ship my original Xbox 360 back to Microsoft because I got the red ring of death, and they shipped it to Mexico. They actually tracked the whole thing. They repaired it, sent it back to Washington, and then got shipped back over here. It took like 2 weeks.
Yeah, see, I just fucking ignored it. And I ended up playing a bunch of like Tecmo and Nintendo games on my computer. Then one day I was like, I'm going to fire this up again. It worked.
Interesting.
So what do we say here with this cast situation?
I'm talking to him right now.
What do you hear? What do you say? All right. While we're doing that, let's do this. He's back.
There we go.
Oh.
He's back.
Here we go. There he is.
Hey,
Yes.
okay, good. I was like, did I fuck that up? Sorry.
No, technology, man, technology. So I don't know if you heard the question. One of our listeners wants to know your dream deathmatch opponent, who you would love to book for your promotion.
Okay, not wrestling, Cactus Jack, dead,
Whoa.
Hayabusa, living that I could actually book, given the opportunity. Probably Jun Kasai.
Oh, isn't he going to be in the fucking best of the Super Juniors?
Yeah, they just added that. That's pretty cool.
It's fucking wild. It's fucking wild, man.
It's cool to see him get that. Yeah.
Cass, we ask all our guests, so I got to ask you. All right, when was the last time you shit your pants?
Shit my pants?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh God. Dude, I wish I had a funny. Here I am, the bar fight guy. I wish I had a good shit pants story about it. I haven't shit my pants in a very long time. I don't know.
Good for you.
Probably since I was a kid. I wish. I'm not even being modest. I wish I had one. I'm gonna have to make one in Vegas this week. You know?
No, man, just let it go now. Do it live.
Just let it go. I wish I was free. I wish I was free like Mr. California and Gino Caruso. I could just shit, but I can't.
You can. You can.
All you need is a ring.
All you need is a ring.
A shit, not an abortion, Tony.
Oh, come on. Gino's not that bad.
I don't know. Gino was pretty bad. I remember I saw you wrestle once, and then he did the blood, but the blood packet stuck to his forehead. Plastic.
Hey, you know what, man? When I first broke in, I broke in at NYWC in Deer Park, Long Island. I was trained by Tony Nese, and it took me forever to debut. And they were giving me like the rigmarole, kind of that you have heat all the time. Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, God bless them. I still love NYWC. I still work with them. I'm actually on their show later this month. But Gino Caruso was doing a show at Our Lady of Guadalupe next to my old apartment in Dyker Heights, Brooklyn, and gave me my first match. So regardless of how bad the shows are, I always have a place for Gino Caruso.
Can we guess who was on the show?
Go ahead.
What year was it?
2013 or 14?
Was Metal Maniac still around?
No, probably
but
not.
I love
not
Metal Maniac, but good guess.
Was Kodiak Bear back at that point?
I'm pretty sure Crazy Ivan.
Oh, all right. There you go. How about Judas Young? Was he still working for Gino at that point?
No, but the one guy who was like the main event guy when I first started was that guy, the enforcer,
Andrew Anderson. Yes.
Andrew Anderson.
I trained with him when he was the fucking Siberian Tiger many moons before that.
Oh, dude. Here's my question, okay? Anderson, and this is no shade, I'm a worker too. Was he ever in the Fed?
No.
So, but what is he? Somehow he's at every Comic-Con, every signing. You know what I'm saying?
Somehow
it's him. He's a worker. And Greg the Hammer Valentine are at every single signing. And
him, Valentine, and I
start working myself. I start working myself into a shoot where I go, wait, was he in the Fed? You know, I start to like question myself.
Yeah, Greg Valentine, and the other guy he was always hanging around with was Kevin Sullivan. He did all kinds of.
So you start to think, well, maybe he was. Wait, was he for a little bit? And then you start to think, because he looks it, and you're like, you know. And then I'm like, no. I'm like,
that's the thing. Like, that's the gimmick, man. Like, he looks like he was.
How
like
many
he was
kids
there.
You think how many clueless parents got an autograph from him, and the kid's like, who the fuck is this? You know, how many times do you think that's happened?
I don't know, man. I love Drew though. He's a hell of a nice guy. Like I said, I train with him. We've had him on the show.
I like him. No, I don't mean any disrespect at all. It's just I never, I don't know. Like he's on all the shows. He's got the old cutter look. And
you're 100% right. He looks like a grizzled vet. He really does.
Yeah, and he's always with Greg Hammer and shit. So you're always like, was he there? I don't fucking know.
He was in the Wrestler too.
Oh, was he in the Wrestler? Yeah.
Oh yeah. He'll tell you all about it.
My good friend Larry Legend was in it too.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Awesome.
Double T and Larry Legend used to have heat.
Dude.
No.
Don't want to get into it?
No. There was we've gone through a couple different versions of the Shining Wizards Wrestling podcast, and there was somebody who was no longer associated with us who, under our name, was causing problems with Larry.
That's because Larry's the best. I love Larry.
We cleared the air a couple of years ago because finally I was like, dude, what the fuck is the problem? Like, I have no idea what is going on here. We're good.
Larry legend.
Larry's great. Larry's great.
Good.
Cass,
Good.
If people show up at the dive bar in Vegas, they're out there for WrestleMania, and they come to your show. Like, what is the experience like?
Well, I'll tell you this: I've got two bands, a band from LA, band from Vegas. They're like new metal bands. I've got these girls called from Freakorama. They're local Vegas. They're going to do go-go dancing. They're going to wrestle in Jello. They're going to melt candle on people. So we've got like two like hot female adult performers. We've got music, and then we got bar fights. So it's beer, blood, babes. I like to consider my shows not so much a wrestling show, but a party that wrestling happens at. You know, you're not gonna see any poison ranas and Spanish flies. You know, there's not gonna be chain wrestling and it ends with a face-off. It's just gonna be bar, Brooklyn, guzzling beers, some chicks, and a lot of fun. I try to make my shows more, I like to say wrestling adjacent. It's just a fun party. There's going to be so much good wrestling in Vegas. I'm not even going to try to compete with that. You want to go see real technical wrestling? By all means, there's so much good at. But if you want to come at 11 o'clock at night on Saturday and you're not going to Mania Sunday, and last hurrah, stay out all night, get drunk with a bunch of the wrestlers, please come out to Murder Mania. And I like to say, we're one of the longest running Mania shows. I've been at every Mania since the last time they did New York. I did 2 days. So a lot of these people come and go, and a lot of people like to pat themselves on the back, but New Fear City's running once a month consistently for 6 years. And no one even talks about it. We get no love on the internet, rest of the community. We just do our own thing. We got our own storylines, and we have a lot of fucking fun. So, I like to say, we did a lot of work to make this happen. You know what I mean? So they're fun. Just come out and have fun. It's not so serious. Buy some merch, get drunk. I'll do shots with anybody. So I'm just there to have a good time.
Well, Cass, this was a good time. All your social media has been scrolling throughout your whole appearance at Black Death Cass on the Twitter machine. Your link tree is in there. Your YouTube, everything is on the screen. So follow Cass. Good luck in Vegas. And anytime you want to come back and shoot the shit, we'd love to have you, man.
Yeah, you guys are great, man. I just want to say thanks for being patient with me. You guys have reached out to me in the past. It's never lined up. You guys are a hell of a guy. I'd love to do it again. And if you guys could ever be interested in it, I'd love to try to get the New Fear City page some more looks. If you ever want to do like a watch along together, or if you guys want to come to the show in Brooklyn, do a live podcast at one of the shows, it's up to you guys. But I'd love to do some more stuff together. Love to get more involved and more immersion,
Fuck
yeah. Absolutely. Definitely. We'll talk after Mania weekend. We'll see what we can do, man.
Awesome. God bless, guys. And thanks so much for having me. All right. I'll see you motherfuckers. Murder Mania. Be there or be dead. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, Cass. You well, brother.
Be there
or be dead.